Hi, I thought I would share in today's video all drugstore products that I have been using. I actually have one from Amazon, so not like Walgreens or CVS, but from Amazon. I'll start off with that one. One thing I've been dealing with in the last year, which took a while to figure out what it is sybaritic dermatitis. I think I'm saying that right. Suddenly I was having these patches around my eyes and they kind of moved down. It looks like dry skin, but nothing works that would help dry skin. So anyway, my doctor finally helped me figure out what it was. It was happening all around here too, on the edges. And so I was like, well, isn't that basically like dandruff? But it wasn't on my scalp, it was on my face, which from what I understand is part of autoimmune stuff. So a product I got that's working, because I tried so many things and nothing was working, including things from the doctor. I'm now on a sort of a low, I guess it has a steroid in it kind of thing from the doctor. And I won't say what that is because, I think if somebody's dealing with that, they should talk to their doctor and kind of figure out with them what might work as far as a prescription. So that helps. But another thing that really helped, again, this came from Amazon. It is called Manuka Honey, and it is made for this condition, and that's what it looks like. This little pot is going to last forever. There's so much. It's a very creamy product. I do use moisturizer also, but it's a very creamy product that goes on. It feels great on your skin. You don't feel any itching or tingling or anything from it. And so that's been really helpful. So Amazon as opposed to running to the drugstore. And then after that, for concealer, two concealers are actually my favorite of, if we're looking at drugstore right now, or the higher end. And that is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, the 16-hour matte. And I have mine in, let me look because I wrote it down. I think mine's in peach. Yeah. Medium peach actually, even though I'm very light. And then another one, this one can be a little lighter. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in number 11. Very messy the way I've got it, but it gives good coverage too. I usually do this one. I do this one under my concealer and this one over usually when I need some more, which I pretty much always need. And then as far as doing the foundation, I've been playing around with, as it's getting cooler here, the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Compact Makeup. It's got sunscreen. It says 55. Pretty good. And then my color is, I didn't write this one down, so let me see, Natural Ivory. So would be too light, but now moving into sort of the colder temperatures and not much sunlight on my face. This one should be a good, it stays on pretty well. It's pretty creamy. And I think it's, it's something you want to mess with as far as how much coverage you need or how much you don't. A favorite that just is easy and works is this L'Oreal Paris 24-hour infallible Pro Glow. And I have number 202. I talked about this in my last video. It's not super glowy to me. I don't like super glowy makeup. It just doesn't look good on all of my wrinkles and fine lines. So this one to me stays pretty matte for me. I mean, yes, I use which I'll talk about, a powder on top of it, but I just really love this coverage. It's great and simple, lightweight little packaging to you could carry with you or travel with it easily. Moving on to the next situation, go into the eyes, and I talked about these last time. I just love them. These are the NYX eye pencils, eyeliners, and I have a charcoal and then a dark brown. They're just great. They work, they go on well. You can smudge them out easily. You cannot, you can tight line with them. They're just really good. And again, they match up to the higher end products that I've tried. Same with, staying with NYX or NYX product, is this brow pencil. Again, I mentioned it last time because I also use an Anastasia brow pencil. And I have this one in, I believe this one is ash. Let me look, make sure I'm saying that. Ash brown. Yes, correct. Because I don't like it when it gets too red. My hair tends to turn red. My skin turns red. Anyway, I don't like my eyebrows to have that reddish tint. So that stays pretty neutral. And it stays nice in that ash brown family. Then moving on to what I've been using for a bronzer, really just to kind of warm up my skin, is the Milani Silky Matte Sunkissed in 02. Had this one for quite a while. It's gonna last forever. It's not too, I guess, that ruddy color you can get with a lot of these bronzers. So it's a really nice kind of, again, it stays kind of neutral, doesn't have a bunch of red in it to add to your skin. And then sticking with Milani, I've had this blush forever, 01 Romantic Rose Powder Blush. Just a pretty, again, I've had this one forever and it feels like it hasn't gone anywhere. You can almost still see the rose pattern on the top of it. Just a nice neutral pink. You can darken it if you want to or leave it really light. So it's a nice neutral pink. Moving on from there, as far as mascara, I love the Covergirl Lash Blast. I like this one's actually the waterproof. I like the tip of it. This one is in a dark brown, so I go between dark brown and black, or sometimes I'll mix them. So that's been a really good product for me. Moving towards lips, I talked about this one last time, the LA Girls Perfect Precision Lip Liner. And mine is in Bare, because I like just a super neutral lip. It's just easier. It doesn't show all the, lines around my lips as much. And then over that, a lot of times I'll put the Milani Nude Cream. But apparently Milani is a theme for me lately. Something I don't have right now is eyeshadow from the drugstore. I find those really difficult and I need to really try some. I feel like I get them and then I kind of get rid of them because they don't really have much color payoff. So I need to do some experimenting with that. If anybody has any suggestions, please leave it in the comments. I would love to try some things and see how they will work. Again, I like mostly mattes and neutrals, obviously. And then to kind of finish things off, sometimes I'll use the Neutrogena Shine Control if I'm having a shiny day. My go-to, though, I think I mentioned it last time, is the Maybelline Fit Me, and I have it in 110 Porcelain. It's pretty neutral. It feels almost like it can go on translucent. So just a good overall color to use for me. And I do have all of those on today. I'm not sure with the lighting what you can see or not. And again, that the dermatitis I'm dealing with is really active in the corner of my eye. So I have to be careful a lot of times with eye makeup. And it's pretty, I'm trying to look in the mirror. It's pretty flaky today. So it can be very flaky around your eyes. If you're dealing with that and you have any tips on how you're dealing with any kind of eczema or dermatitis or psoriasis, anything like that, especially on your face, please let us all know. We would appreciate that. I hope you're having a great week and I will see you soon.